Hi everyone, I'm so excited to share today's recipe with you. It's a Celeriac Dauphinoise. This happens to be a really popular recipe on my website. It's actually in my new book too, and you will love it. I've basically taken paper thin slices of celeriac and cooked it in much the same way you'd make a potato bake. It offers a really interesting, delicious flavor and it'll have you forgetting all about that potato bake. I'll show you how easy it is. I would advise you find a really good quality vegetable peeler, these kinds, and peel the outside of your celeriac. You don't really want to cut the sides off because then you're just going to end up wasting good flesh. So just nicely peeled. Right, so once it's been completely peeled, you just want to wipe it off. And we now need to get these into paper thin slices. From my experience, I'm quite happy to use my knife to do that. But if you're not as experienced in the kitchen, I highly advise that you use a mandolin, but it should be on its very thinnest setting. And please use the guard. Speaking of cutting fingers off, I almost lost a finger on my very first day of culinary school. I was doing so well. Knife skills 101. I ended up in A&E. So by now your oven is preheated, your celeriac has been sliced nice and thin, you've got your garlic sliced. We're going to melt some butter in a pan on the stove top so that we can warm through that lovely creamy sauce. There's two ways to do this. You could add the sliced celeriac into the pan where you're warming the cream through and then transfer it into your baking dish, or you can just layer the celeriac in the baking dish and drizzle over the cream in between the layers. Both will work great. Over a moderate heat, melt the butter, and we're going to just gently cook the garlic through until it softens. The garlic is now lovely and soft. I'm going to pour in the cream. And season with salt and ground white pepper. I just want the cream to warm through. It just gives the bake a head start in the oven. I actually transferred my beautiful garlic infused cream into a jug. It just makes it easier pouring because I'm going to actually just pour the cream in between the layers as opposed to getting the celeriac in the pan. So I've gone for the other option. This next part is really simple. You're just going to layer the celeriac into a nice suitably sized dish. Nice even layer. And we will drizzle just a little bit of cream on this. And then just repeat the process. Layer it up. Mark absolutely loves this dish. And if peeling and slicing a celeriac wasn't such a ball ache, I'd be making it all the time. You should still have enough cream over for just one last little drizzle on the top. And this is now going to go into the oven. So as mentioned in the recipe, the first part of the bake is done without a cheese topping, and then we add the cheese topping and it goes in for additional time. So you might as well use this time to grate Gruyere. I love Gruyere cheese. It's such a strong, beautiful flavor, and I just think it complements the celeriac very nicely in this dish. You just set it aside and keep it in the fridge. After it's done half its time in the oven, you can just take a nice big spatula and sort of compress it down because we want all that celeriac nicely submerged. And now would be the time to add the Gruyere. And back in the oven for the remaining time, you want that celeriac nicely softened. You can just test it the same way you'd test a potato bake. Just stick a fork in it. It should be soft. Oh, that just smells amazing. I'm going to have one very happy husband tonight. It just needs a scattering of sea salt flakes, and I think some nice fresh thyme would finish it off perfectly. To see more details for this recipe, ingredient weights, macro calculations, oven temperatures, etc., please visit fatsoflife.co.uk and search for Celeriac Dauphinoise. As mentioned, this fantastic recipe is in my new book, Keto Kitchen. If you're interested in buying a copy, just visit Amazon and search for Keto Kitchen, Monya Kilian. That's me. Thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. Follow me on social media and share it with your friends. Everybody's going low carb. I've used celeriac in place of potatoes, and you'll love... Oh, I can't just play with my hair halfway through. Sorry, start again. I don't like my hair today. Okay. Okay. Just visit Amazon and search Keto Kitchen. Sorry. And just let her back in. Now they're gonna bark. And tell your friends. Share the reps. No, that's crap. Thanks for watching, everyone. Oh, that looks like I scratched my bum. Okay. I don't know what to do with my hands. Just taking the tip of our finger off. It's happened to me. I advise using the mandolin. That is so much rubbish. I could put that all in one sentence.
Exactly.
Stick a fork in it. Some scattered fresh thyme would work really nicely. What was that? Because they smell cheese.
Don't say ball egg, say...
I like ball egg.
Okay.
That's how I talk.
Okay, that's fine. Great.